CPMHA offers multiple programs and a podcast for support, as well as systematic change with the goals to reduce individuals' day-to-day pain, find resources through our strategic partnerships, and improve their quality of life. Our core mission is to reduce sports concussions in youth sports, give holistic, alternative ways and coping skills to deal with chronic, physical, and emotional pain and mental health issues for children to seniors. We do this through our not-for-profit and strategic partners around the world that we are developing to address this national health crisis. We know that our mission is even more prevalent nowadays with the pandemic going on, and we have programs in place to help people for free during these trying times, one especially for our frontline healthcare heroes. Due to your donations and contributions, all of our programs are free for everyone. We're here to change lives through our programs and make others' pain manageable. We believe in holistic alternatives to chronic pain. Our mission is to change the stigma surrounding those dealing with concussions, pain, and mental health, as well as providing coping strategies for individuals and families. Nearly 2 in 5 U.S. adults live with a mental illness. Sports concussions, CTE, and other mental health conditions do not discriminate based on gender, race, or whether you compete in athletics or not. For example, our veteran heroes are coming back from their tours with signs of CTE. Explosions create harmful shockwaves that affect soldiers even miles away. The CTE diagnosis is a new one that soldiers are coming back with, that doctors are only now coming to know why and how to help them. CPMHA is on a mission to change the negative stigma associated with mental health illness and brain diseases, because most people know someone who struggles with a mental health condition, brain disease, ailment, or suffering themselves. Our founder, Paulo, dedicates his final chapter of life to helping others who struggle with the symptoms of mental illnesses and sports-related brain injuries. He is extremely passionate about seeing these goals come through in the remaining time he has left. See Paulo's story on our website to see the symptoms he battles with day to day. Paulo battles the symptoms of post-TBI, CTE, from multiple concussions sustained during contact sports. Paulo suffers from the signs of CTE and has a medical diagnosis of traumatic brain injury, or TBI. CTE stands for chronic traumatic encephalopathy. It is caused by subconcussive hits and concussions. One of our programs is lending resources and information on sports concussions and TBI and CTE prevention protocols. Educating and informing the minds of parents and amateur coaches is a vital component of health. Improving daily drills, practicing routines, and understanding causes and symptoms can reduce the pain athletes experience and improve concussion protocols. Our goal is to support local communities like ours in Palm Beach Gardens with local CPMHA chapters that provide support groups around the country free of charge through different issues such as family counseling, coping skills, and peer groups. These will be gender and topic specific, male, female, and family support groups. We hold a podcast, Paulo's Podcast. Our podcast covers mental health suggestions, coping skills, and sports concussion reduction for youth sports, amateur, and professional athletes. We bring in experts and celebrities to share stories of mental health issues and helpful advice for people to connect to. You can watch on YouTube or listen on these platforms: Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, or Deezer. Another program we have in place is our national online support group for COVID-19 healthcare heroes. This is a place for them to talk to their peers, receive helpful feedback, and vent. Understaffed facilities in schools is a nationwide problem. We want to work with schools to identify and combat common pain points early on. We are trying to address the problems and find solutions through our national apprenticeship program so that our students can get a return on their investment of time and serve the community. Our National Apprentice Program is very unique. We prepare the students who are attending university and give them real-life experience. This is to give them a return on the investment of their education at their university through real-world experience that will give them a head start on the competition in the workforce. Our national online confidential support groups are free. They are safe spaces where everyone is able to seek help and advice for their mental health needs. Diagnosis of major depression have risen dramatically across all age groups by 33% from 2013 to 2018, with a 63% increase in the number of diagnoses in 12 to 17-year-olds. Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, more than 2 in 5 U.S. residents report struggling with mental or behavioral health issues associated with the coronavirus disease, including anxiety, depression, increased substance abuse, and suicidal thoughts. Americans are suffering from stress from events happening in the world, anxiety, addiction, dementia, eating disorders, bipolar and mood disorders, technological dependency, suicide, lack of cultural competency in the mental health care system, and many other mental health conditions. We can almost guarantee that you know someone who's currently suffering from one of these categories of mental health issues, and while these are just some of the issues Americans are facing, we can help support you by putting you in touch with one of our strategic partners, such as NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We're here to help and keep everything 100% purely confidential. My whole life, I was motivated by fear and failure. Now in my last chapter of life, my motivation is to help people, not to be afraid. We need you to donate today to CPMHA and help someone in need. There is no guarantee there will be a tomorrow. We need to come together to address the national health crisis. 100% of donations go towards our programs and operations. Like everyone in 2020, we've been going through tough times, but if we come together as a community in this nation, we can have your support in 2021 to hopefully relieve some pain to people who need a helping hand. Our goal is to reach $50,000. All donations go towards funding our company and into forming our programs and operations to give those in need access to free resources for coping skills and connections to get them through this current national health crisis. For more information and our strategic partners, please visit us at concussions-pain-mental-health.com, cpmha.com, and follow us on all social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And make sure to tune into Paulo's podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Contact us at info@cpmha.com. Thank you. cpmha.com. Concussions, Pain, Mental Health.com.